Morning everyone, say good morning. Hello. She's busy looking at the sea. Had to stop, look at those clouds. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Wow. What you see? We've just done school drop off. Oh, and it's windy. And cold. The sun was too beautiful, so we had to stop and say bye. Okay, bye. Hi everyone, I'm coming to you from my car on a very, very cold, rainy, miserable, kind of snowy morning. I'm just going to make a really quick video. I've had a couple requests for this one, and I'm just going to shoot off the points just to make it short and to the point. And if you are new here, my name is Bronwyn. We are the Impromptu Immigrants, a South African family living in Ireland. So I've had a couple questions to do with doctors in Ireland and how do you go about getting a doctor's appointment. And so I just thought I would tell you our experience. So when we moved here, James got here first and registered himself with a doctor's rooms, which is what you need to do. You actually need to phone them up and get yourself on their list. Sometimes you'll be told they're full and you can get put on the waiting list. In that case, you should keep looking. Just go to a couple doctors if you have a couple in the area and get on their list, or hopefully they have space for you. When we arrived, we were told that they were full, but because James had registered before and we were his family, they took us on, which was great. So that's the first step. You need to get yourself registered with a doctor. So then if you have children under the age of 7, you can apply for doctor's cards for them. I'll see if I have one on me and I can show you what they look like. I probably don't because Evie likes to empty my bag. Oh wait, there we go. You get a little GP visit card. Sorry if it's mirrored. And it'll have their name and their details on the back, and then they don't pay when they go to the doctor, which is fantastic. Elijah and Josh, they are now over 7, so we pay. So now I'm talking from experience from yesterday. Elijah woke up and he had a big bump on his eye and it looked like an ingrown eyelash. So it looked quite sore and itchy. So I phoned up the doctor, and our doctor's rooms have a facility where they have like emergency consults first thing in the morning. So you have to phone them as they open and you let them know what the problem is, and then they'll decide, okay, should you see the doctor today, or will they just book you for a routine exam? So that we got in the same day, which was great. And I'd phoned at 9, we had an appointment at 9:45, and the doctor saw him. It did cost us 60 euros, but look, it's just better to have peace of mind. It is quite a lot of money and we don't do that lightly, but look, it's your child. You'll do anything for your child. So he got some antibiotic ointment for his eye, and already today it's looking so much better. Now Josh, when he was born, before he was born, we knew that he had a bit of a problem, and we discovered that he has 4 kidneys. So he's been under assessment really his whole life. Every year or every second year we see a doctor, a nephrologist, and they just make sure that everything's still working fine. He's never had any issues, but we're just keeping an eye on them because he has quite a complex little uterine system, and he has a free flow bladder system, and it's just very complex, so we just keep an eye on it. And so when we arrived here, I got him a doctor's appointment and I told the doctor about it. I brought all the information from South Africa and his latest scans and everything, gave it to the doctor, and paid 60 euros for the consult. And then this doctor said, fine, He's going to refer us on to the local hospital, and we'll see a specialist there. And so I thought, gosh, we're probably going to wait a while with this, but it probably took about 2 to 3 months. And also, this isn't an emergency thing. This is just me wanting to get Josh on the books to make sure that he's monitored. So we got a referral within 2 to 3 months at the hospital. We saw a specialist there. Josh had a scan. We didn't pay for any of this. We paid for the initial doctor's consult, but we didn't pay for the ongoing referral. And then he had his scan and an appointment, and they just did a urine test, and they just did all his ops and everything, and they're happy with him. This was about a year and a bit ago. And then in the post about 2 weeks ago, I got a letter saying they want to see him again, which is amazing. So another follow-up consult. So we went to that last week, and they just did a little checkup on him, had a chat with him, made sure that everything was fine. And yeah, so look, initially the doctor's consult, yes, is expensive, but once you get a referral, sometimes you will wait. And this wasn't an emergency, so we didn't mind the wait. And they really do seem to look after you. I do understand the frustration if it is an emergency. We did have an issue with Elijah's teeth, and he had an abscess in the one tooth, and we want to get it extracted. But privately, excuse me, privately it would have just cost too much. So we've been put on the waiting list, and now we've been on the waiting list for a year now, at least. And we still haven't heard anything. Luckily, the tooth hasn't given any more issues, but I would really like to get it extracted before it does, because getting another abscess in the tooth is awful. But look, if it does flare up again, I think we'll just have to bite the bullet and get it extracted, because he won't just it's a baby tooth, it's easy to pull out, but he won't let the doctor do it, the dentist do it. He refused, and because he refused, they're not going to hold him down and make him do it. So we actually do need to put him under anesthetic to get it done without any trauma to him or to us. So anyway, so that's that. So you do wait, and I know there's some people who've been waiting on operations for a very, very long time. And so look, it's not all sunshine and roses, the medical system, but so far we've had a pretty good run. Josh is also on a waiting list to get 2 teeth pulled out. That's also not an emergency, but he's wanting to get them extracted because they're kind of bunching and they're in the way, and he doesn't, the dentist said it's fine if you want to get them pulled, you can get them pulled, or get braces in and train them back into place. He wants to just get them pulled. So anyway, so that's my story about the doctors. Step number 1, get registered. You might have to phone around and find a place, but that's your first step, to get yourself registered with the doctor. And if it's a routine visit, you probably wait a couple days, maybe a week for your appointment. But if it's like an emergency, like with Elijah with his little it's not a life and death emergency, but they saw it as serious enough, you'll probably get an appointment the same day. Doctor's appointments cost about €60. There is an online facility. I'll find the websites and I'll put it on the page now. And there's a couple websites that you can chat to an online GP. I've used it before when I had a bladder infection and I got my antibiotics online. They emailed it through to the pharmacy of my choosing, and I think that cost me €35 or €40. But they won't do anything that is very serious. So if it's a very serious condition, they're not gonna just do it online. They'll want to see you face to face. But that's my story, quick and hopefully to the point, hopefully not too much waffling. And there's another video coming up very, very soon. I'm busy working on it, and we'll see you again soon. Stay warm and stay sane. Bye.